All right, we're giving the people what they want today. I get 1,000,001 questions about my favorite basketball shoe. My favorite basketball shoe, LeBron and XTs. Got these from GOAT. I love these shoes. Now, three things I look for in a shoe. The first off is I'm a shooter. I cut and I turn and I move a lot. And for me, my heel lock is extremely important. I like my mid tops. I don't like my low tops. I feel like my ankle pops out of the shoe when I'm coming off of screens. Something like this, I get a real nice heel lock because I can tighten it up, but it's not so much that rides up my shin to where it's like a high top and gets in the way. So that's number one, is it actually gonna be able to hold my foot. Number two is the weight. I don't like a heavy shoe. I like a light shoe. And now what's important about a light shoe is that stability, because you can get really light shoes, but sometimes the stability isn't really there. But again, we have the heel lock and then comes the lightness, which is awesome. And lastly, I care about how my foot actually feels in this shoe, right? Sometimes you get a really rigid, I don't know what this portion's called, rigid toe box of the shoe, and you'll get a ton of blisters on your feet. Right, it'll hit here, 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 and it causes a ton of friction. There's no give. Now with this fabric and this mesh right here, there's a lot of play and give that your foot has on top, but it's stable enough from that toe box that you're not sliding around. I've had a couple of shoes in the past that I'd wear that when I planted and cut, like my foot would slide outside of the actual shoe itself, and it would roll around, and my foot would roll inside of the shoe. I've never had these issues with this shoe. Now this wasn't their like top model. I think the XX was, whatever that was. It's like a more low cut. I have those too, but the issue was that heel. The heel kept popping off on me when I would shoot. This is by far my favorite basketball shoe. And funny enough, I have talked to a handful of other professional basketball players, and they say the same as well. They love this shoe. And I've talked to college athletes as well. This seems to come up over and over again. So it's not one of those shoes that you see talked about a ton. It's not like someone's primary signature shoe. It's not even a shoe that people would deem as like, you know, excessively stylish. But it is one that has a great utility to it. So I got these off of GOAT. I am not sponsored by GOAT. I just bought them off of GOAT. I actually haven't worn them yet. I'm just taking them out of the box right now. I hope they're not too dirty and they look nice and whatever. I've never bought them off of there. Right, they're not used, but they are previously owned, isn't that the term? And they seem brand new to me. So cool, excited to try these out. The only issue with these shoes sometimes is the grip will go on these. The grip kind of goes fast, and you can only really use these once the grip goes on courts that have solid grip. Otherwise, they're not great on courts that have that medium grip. It's a worse grip. Sometimes I use other shoes that just have a more consistent grip. But all in all, these are by far my favorite basketball shoes over the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. So there you go. Excited to wear these around. Peace.